Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Tremont McCray, and this is Character Transmutation LLC, where we transform your character from lead to gold. Now, this one, I want to bring you guys an introduction to the mentorship blueprint, right? This is about brotherhood. And in brotherhood, we have to understand that we each have to carry our crown. And if we carry our crown individually, only then can we connect the round table and build upon each other. And what I notice a lot in this time frame, this is a frequency shift, right? If you're watching this video, it's a frequency shift. So what I notice in this timeline is that a lot of people really not looking out for others. Or if they're looking out for others, they're getting mistreated. They're getting mistreated. And as a result, no one wants to come together. You could be white, you could be black, you could be brown, you could be purple, you could be pink. You could be man, you could be woman. But no one wants to come together. Not in a traditional way. So this is why I'm here. This is my offering to come together to build something eternal. In order to do that, we each have to become self-sufficient. Not necessarily completely in monetary sense, but completely in spirit, our sovereignty and freedom. And again, this is not to take away your individuality. This is to create something of wholeness. And if I have an interest and I want to be better and connect deeper to my divinity, you want the same thing. Why don't we come together to build something eternal and support each other? So check this out. I got my notes right here, guys. So the Brotherhood Blueprint. This is how we raise kings through daily discipline and embodiment. We get our schedules in alignment, waking up at a reasonable time, not super early if you don't want to, but at least 5, 6 o'clock. And we're working on our vessels, working on our bodies, getting it and ready for the day, getting our mind ready for the day. And then we go from there. Because again, if your temple is not fit, especially as a man, as a game, if your temple is not fit, then you're not going to be of use to anybody long term, not even to yourself. You don't have heart problems, you don't have breath problems, lung problems. It's just no good. It's no good. It's not honor. And you can't be lazy. Your discipline, that's why I wrote Training for Life, guys, my book Training for Life, Sacred Fitness. If your training is easy, then your life will be hard. If you make your life hard, then your training will be easy. Meaning that the challenges you give yourself to expand, to improve, it's going to always outweigh the challenges the war will give you if you do it right. So that's why training got to be number one. But if we talk about the pillars, right? We have mindset, we have discipline, we have brotherhood, and we have remembrance. I literally created a WhatsApp group called the Brotherhood of Success. It's for young men growing up who want to be better. So if you want to get access to that, click the link in my bio. But that's kind of what this video is explaining. Okay. If you want to have success, you need a blueprint. And the blueprint I'm giving you is of your soul. If any of these components are not there, you're going to be lacking something. So mindset, your ability to learn, to grow, to be uncomfortable, but to also expand your awareness of what's possible. Discipline, can you do what needs to be done for your goals, for your greater good? That is alignment. Brotherhood, can you give? Can you serve? Right? It's a level of servitude, not unequally, but serve in a sense of I'm willing to give what I have because I have so much, or I have just enough. But I'm going to give it to you to help better you, because what I give out in gratitude and in abundance will always come back to me multiplied. And if I can't lift up the person, the young king next to me, then what good is any of the success I gained in the first place? Sure, I'll be straight, I'll be all right, but when I'm not all right, that's it. Who's going to lift me up? Meanwhile, if I'm lifting up every king around me, every queen around me, then not saying they have to, but they don't have to. The Most High will lift me up. The universe will lift me up. Guys, we're working the universal laws of reciprocity. I love that word. Where it's an equal exchange of value. Now, it may not come from John. John may need you, but he may not be able to pour back into you. It might come from Michael. Now, biblical names. I would say these are the biblical names that came to my head: John and Matthew, Isaiah, David, Elijah. But yeah. So the future vision is a generation of kings who lead by example. I could be on this YouTube all day and night and speak about the kingdom and speak about brotherhood, purpose, identity, mindset, divinity. But if I turn this camera off and I go over there and I just start doing all these low vibrational activities, it's no good, guys. You must live it in your life. In order to live it in your life, you have to practice it and what I call embody. It's not only the truth you must know, it's the embodiment you must live. A lot of us can speak, a lot of us can think, but can we act? Right? Let me put that on. Can we act in alignment with our highest good? And I found that most people cannot. Most people are unaware and they don't care, especially these young boys coming up. And that's again why I'm offering the mentorship program. Because what you're doing by yourself, discipline, the reading, you're trying to figure out the word, trying to figure out your purpose. I've already did it. And I built a system where you can duplicate and build it your own soul. This is character transmutation, guys. This is led to gold. This is alchemy. How to transmute your environment, how to transmute your current situation into one that you desire. But in order to do that, you must first start with the inner word, your inner vision. Because you can't control the outside circumstances. You can only control you and your vibration. And as shout out to Bob Proctor said, whatever you vibrate on will be attracted to you. This is the law of attraction. It's the law of resonance, which states that that which is in alignment with the frequencies that you're transmitting will come back to you. Now, that's a law, but you have to live the law. You already live in the law. Whether you know or not, you live in the law. Now, I don't come from the best background. No one does, right? No one does in terms of like, most do not. Especially if you're melanated and your ancestors been going through trials and tribulations and whatnot. This is your opportunity to break those chains of illusions and step into your divinity. Because when you step into your divinity, success is pretty much automatic. You were built to be successful. You were designed to reign in dominion. And yeah, you have to do a little bit of work, but it's don't all pay off. And again, if you're in an environment now that you find uncomfortable, that's not ideal, especially living under your parents who've been most likely what? In trauma, in lack, in fear, in force. You're going to have to grow out of it. You're going to have to transcend them. When I was 18, I ate meat up until 18. And by 18, I educated myself and I said, nah. So I don't eat meat anymore. It's no good. Now there's things in my diet I'm still cutting out. But I don't eat meat. I'm not eating that. Nah, I'm good. I don't eat animals. And that's become a part of my identity. For the greater good though. Because again, when I was eating meat, when I was eating that way, I wasn't thriving. So if you're not thriving, you have to find a system that works for you to thrive. So I'm not saying you have to be vegetarian, you got to go all raw and all that. No. But what I'm saying is you must transcend your current environment. And that starts with the inner kingdom, what I call the sovereign king. And I built the blueprint for it. It's called the Brotherhood of Success. So if you're interested in more of these snippets, I'm going to be putting... I said that, but I'm like, nah, I'm going to put out what I'm called to put out. And one of those things is this mindset blueprint for the Brotherhood of Success, for the Mindset Mastermind Group, any of those things. So if you're 16, 17, 18, however old you are, click the link in my bio, join the WhatsApp community, and let's get to the gold. There's no shortcuts, only alignment, only vision, only purpose. Because at the end of the day, even if you had $100,000, if you're not impacting people in a positive way, if you don't have no purpose to sustain the money flow, what are you doing? So you lift yourself up. You put your crown on and you teach others to do the same. That's how we win, baby. Let's go. From lead